Hello everybody, and welcome back to Wheel Trouble's Let's Play Riven. This is episode 6. In our last episode, we had explored a little bit of the book refining island, and figured out how to use this elevator here on the main temple island. And in this episode, we're going to continue to try to figure out the remaining clues to get us to... First off, we need to find the missing fake linking book, as well as we need to find our way to Gen. We have to power up this dome that we're in right now. And while we're on that subject, it's going to be just a second while I look for the notes here. We're going to move that up because eventually we're going to need to go to the top of the dome. Okay, let's make our escape to the Book Island, and we'll continue around from there. I know I've said it before, but I really would love to know how these were constructed. If it were the Rivenese, or if it were the effects of the writing in the books that Gen was working on. Push the call button. And let's go out the side door here. And there we go. As predicted, we have the nice little tram waiting for us. Oh, the joys of the whirs and pops of machinery. And let's enjoy the ride. How very interesting. There's a door on the opposite side of this. But the call button is on the side of the channel that we are disembarking. Just keep a note of that for later. Certainly some unique features here. And to think they were actually still here before all the islands split apart. If I'm talking a little bit funny, I do apologize. I'm on a few allergy meds, so I'm not as coherent as I normally am for this. This is certainly a unique walkway. And let's take a look. And here we have a map. Okay, so we're just going to start calling this the Map Island. So we push the little L button, and we get a topographical map using the heat-sensitive water, and you'll notice everything is on grids. That's going to be important. Don't worry, you don't need to write down the grids every piece by every piece. That would be overkill for our purposes. I wonder if there were any other islands. Water level meters? Maybe? Great, and we can't see through this one. So we're going to need to get a closer look so we can at least guesstimate the color that this is. Now that we know that the eyeball is relating to colors. Should it disturb me that we actually used the knife as a holder for the chains? The circle with the flat line in it. Okay. Let's go ahead and remember that and mark it down in our notes stating that that's the map island symbol. And let's go ahead and flip this dome over. We're just going to click randomly until it stops. Alright, now into the center room. And we're going to see what little tidbits this device will give us. Okay, we see the Tetris piece. And the orange glowing block is the topographical outlay of that portion of the island. So what I did is I made a graph of the Tetris block, and then I only subdivided the one section into the 5x5 grid. Now what we're looking for here is the placement of the domes. Okay, you can kind of see this one, but we're going to rotate it to make it a little easier. So do you see where this one is? Notate that we did rotate this one 90 degrees. So kind of turn your head to the side so that we can write down the correct portion on our grid. So it is occupying the 6th slot, if we're just kind of counting block by block across. Let's see, we can rotate this a full 360. Everyone got this written down? I'll give you just a few more moments. Okay, on to another island. We'll go ahead and do whatever that square island is. I'm going to guess that the square island is more than likely the book manufacturing island. I may take that back later, as we see more of the topography. We know what the big island is. We know that that's the Rivenese island, the inhabited one. Okay, yeah, this is the crater. So, top of the square, and it is in the 4th row, 2nd column. Let's go ahead and make a note of that. And I'll give you guys a chance to make your notes here. Onto the Temple Island. Looks like clear jello. Jello. Can I have my mouse back? Thank you. Alright. Now, this island's going to be weird because we do have that gigantic dome in the middle. Maybe? Not only do we have the gigantic dome, we have the temple. No. No. I don't think that little bump is it. It's kind of straddling a line. Again, too small of a bump. Oh! Oh, there we go. Pay dirt. Now, paying attention to the original orientation, that is in the first slot. Row 1, column 1. And I've reoriented it to the way it sits on the map, so make our lives a little easier. Now onto the lonesome dot. I wonder how long it's going to take us to actually visit that one. Because until we visit it, we really don't have much of a name for it, do we? It's a bubble. This one might be a little bit difficult to keep our bearings on, so if at all possible, let's try to not mess with it too much. Just remember, the orange dot was supposed to be the top right corner. So if I turn my head sideways, we're looking at row 1, column 2. Or Tree Stump Island. Kind of what it looks like. Last but not least, we just need to check the main island for the dome location. Just wait until you guys actually see what puzzle this belongs to. First time I played this, I didn't connect these dots very well. It took me more time than I would care to admit to actually figure this puzzle out. And even then, I think one of my friends gave me a nudge. At this point, I'm just taking best guesses. I'm guessing that must be the cove. Ooh. Maybe? Yes. Okay, and we're in the original orientation. So... second row, fourth column? Everyone get that written down? And then we'll move on. Okay. Now from here we're going to go back down into that loading dock area, or the trolley, and turn the car around to get off on the other side. One of the ways you can tell I record this on my headset versus the Snowball mic is the headset. You'll hear these random pops when I move my head. That's the plastic trying to readjust if I yawn or if I shift my head too much and the cable has to adjust. I didn't feel the high quality mic was really important considering all of the audio pops I get from using the Windows emulator. But I tell you, those virtual boxes are a godsend. Speaking of virtual boxes, this one's kind of pretty. Ah, it's wooden inside? Just gold leaf on the outside? Cheapskate. Kind of a lengthy little hall here. Ooh, hello. Those were some interesting ceremonial robes. How long it made us wait, it's probably too late to chase him. Moving on. Okay, we we are underwater. Time to see what all these buttons and switches do. Okay. View of the antechamber. No. That's something else. And what is this? Oh, okay, we're in the middle of the lagoon. And it is a fish. We might want to write that down. That's probably important. Okay, let's try out the right side here. Put this one away. Pull down the right side. If I can click on it. Oh look, we finally get to run through these 6 Denis colors. And in no particular order. Hopefully you guys have these written down. Circle with the vertical line. We have no clue. That's not funny. Okay. And that was what? The paper island? Okay. This one's definitely a red color. Now I'm going to be playing with this one for just a little bit. They spent a lot of time animating this whale thing. And one of the animations is completely amusing. So I'm going to keep clicking until I get that one. Turn it off, turn it back on. I don't know, is that a red or an orange? It looks red. And he pretends to ignore us? Really? That's not the animation I'm looking for. Hopefully just one more ought to do it. That's the one I was waiting for. I think he's mad. Okay, circle with the horizontal line. It's definitely an orange. And that was the one we had seen on the map island. So orange will correspond with the map island. Just for our case. Although I'm not really convinced we're not on the map island still. Okay, blue, that's the kind of vertical cat eye looking thing. Don't know which island that's associated with really, but there it is. The circle with the dot is green, and that was the temple, so the temple is green. And that symbol is yellow. I think that runs us through everything. So let's see, we have red, blue, yellow, those are our primary colors, orange, green, the only one that's missing is purple, and the one we couldn't see was Paper Island. So Paper Island must be purple. But we still have two colors that are not identified that we need to figure out. And only 5 islands, so one of these colors gets thrown out. That'll give us at least a 50-50 though. Okay. Now, this cart should lead us to the main island. It really was kind of confusing the way they did the red and the orange inside that little viewer. But keep in mind it's a remote viewer. And we had gone underwater a sufficient way. So who knows? But don't worry, the scale doesn't quite sit right in my head either. Oh, we recognize this elevator. It's that tusked whale thing. You know, the statue in the forest. So guess where we're popping out? Now, this island, we still need to figure out what those balls with the symbols were. We know that 5 is an important number. So far we know fish, the frog, the beetle, the thing in the lagoon, was it? But we have no clue the order. Some of them we do, like the frog we know was the number 3. So now we just need to scour this main island for the rest of the puzzle pieces so that we can push that weird tombstone puzzle and see where that leads us. Although, truth be told, I really don't think we're getting to the tombstone puzzle in this one. Because I have no clue where that last clue is for this. I think it's around here somewhere, but for the life of me, I have trouble finding it. I always have. Okay, well there's a sword, so maybe somewhere near here. I see rocks and nothing clickable. Nothing clickable. My mouse isn't changing. Oh, hey, there we go. Oh, wow, they hid that well. Okay, so the thing in the lagoon was number 4. And that's plenty long for this episode. I'll see you guys in episode 7. Wheel Trouble out.